universe. You were created for a purpose. And I want to see you hustle. And today I want to talk about something. One of my favorite philosophies is the philosophy of curiosity. Without curiosity, we would have not evolved. We would have not evolved mentally, physically, spiritually. We would have not created anything. Look around you. Everything is created by curiosity. Everything around you was an idea or it was a problem. Somebody looked at it and was curious enough. What if? With that question, so many things was built. Without curiosity, we would have not understood the universe as we understand it today. We would have not evolved at all with understanding. And as humans, our consciousness is our greatest gift, maybe our greatest curse as well. So, if curiosity is the spark, then is that the same spark that drove our ancestors out of the cave? That drove our ancestors out of the cave to study the universe, to study stars, to create the iPhone, to create cars, to create planes. Somebody was curious enough to see how it feels to be in the air, how to fly. That same curiosity, that same spark is what created rocket ships. It made us go to the depth of. So stay curious, because without curiosity, we would have stayed in that cave forever. And even in today's world, you need to be curious to evolve, because if you don't have that question, what if, you always stay where you are. Think about it this way. Get curious about business. What will happen if that business succeeds? If you stay curious and don't put action into your curiosity, you'll never evolve. You'll always stay curious. But you need to put some action into that idea. And after 1 year, when that business succeeds and you're in that Ferrari, you're not curious no more. Now everybody's curious about you. Also, curiosity is what created philosophy. Without somebody questioning everything, we would not have came up with so many great ideas. Philosophy didn't start with answers. And if it did, it was never philosophy. Philosophy is about questioning. Questioning the universe, questioning everything around you, questioning the creation. Philosophy only needed someone to be curious enough to look around and say, there has to be something deeper. There has to be a reason. And I want you to take that philosophy and turn it into you. There has to be a greater purpose. There has to be a reason behind your creation. You were not just created to be in this universe. You were created for a purpose. And I want to see you hustle and be more curious with your life to make that purpose into a greater purpose. Use that curiosity to become one of the greats, if not the greatest. Always strive to be the greatest, no matter what. So stay curious and keep putting the actions into your curiosity.